The college football season already half over. Guys, we are going into the home stretch of conference play with just about 5 weeks of action left to go. And today, among the 4 free picks I have for you, is perhaps the most eagerly anticipated game on today's card, your Oregon-USC showdown. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Saturday video report. As you know, I've won 5 of the last 7 Saturdays in college football. I come into today's card on an 18-9-1 college football run, and today, my biggest day of the college football season. A rare 15-dime release among 4 selections. More about that in a moment, and more about the free picks, as I've also got free selections not only on Oregon USC, but on Utah Air Force and your 2 Big Ten battles between Penn State and Michigan State and Iowa. But first, I wanted to give you a money-saving coupon offer. As you know, I do this only here on the videos, exclusive to you, to reward you for your support, your patronage, your loyalty. And today, guys, you can save $25 off any single purchase simply by using the coupon code SAVE25. When prompted, enter that in your shopping cart, SAVE25. Do not put a space between the word SAVE and the number 25. SAVE25 is your coupon code. And guys, this is good either today, Saturday, or you can hold off and use it on Sunday. For your NFL action, the choice is yours. SAVE25 is that discount coupon code. More about what I've got going today, but first, I want to get to that first free pick. Utah and Air Force, a key Mountain West showdown. You know, last Saturday, I had a 5-dime play on TCU against Air Force, laying 19.5 at home, and the Horned Frogs rolled over the Falcons in that one, 34-7. Prior to that game, Air Force also lost 27-25 at San Diego State. This team has dropped 5 in a row versus the odds makers. Utah is red hot. The Utes have won 10 in a row, dating back to last season. 9-0-1 against the spread in that stretch. They are averaging 47 points a game this year. Number 3 in scoring in the nation. They are only allowing 12 points a game. That's number 4 in terms of scoring defense in the country. And also on offense, this team is number 5 in the country among 120 teams in Division 1A ball. They are number 5 in the country in terms of third down conversions. And they have also held the Air Force option attack in check the past 2 years, limiting Air Force to just 2.9 yards per carry in those games. So, why am I giving Utah -7 as a free pick? Because of this. They've got a huge look-ahead game with TCU at home next week. And guys, in college football and college basketball, the 2 biggest factors that influence my decisions and should influence you as well when it comes to handicapping the card: the letdown and the look-ahead factor. The letdown, well, you saw it a couple of weeks ago, right, with South Carolina after the Gamecocks upset the number 1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide in Columbia. They went to Kentucky, blew a huge first half lead, and lost outright. The look-ahead factor, I don't have to isolate particular games because you know what I'm talking about. Utah wants to beat Air Force, will beat Air Force, but I'm a little concerned even laying 7 points in this one. So, I'm going to give it as a free pick. Remember, the free picks, which I do very well with, as you know, over the course of the season, over the course of the year, the free picks are good quality selections. The reason I'm not betting on them, the reason I'm not releasing them as paying picks to customers, is because they just have a little flaw. And in this case, the flaw in the diamond is the fact that Utah has a huge look-ahead game against TCU, and I've always got to be worried about a backdoor cover there from the Falcons. Your next game is going to be the Big Ten battle between Michigan and Penn State. You know, the Wolverines are only a 3-point road chalk, and some of you would say, well, they don't deserve even to be a favorite considering they've lost 2 in a row. Well, guys, hey, they lost 2 in a row against the 2 of the top teams in the Big Ten at home against Michigan State and Iowa. And the fact is, the only reason this line is 3 is because Penn State is getting respect for what the Lions did years ago. They're not a good team. Their quarterback, Robert Bolden, is out, the freshman. They're going with a backup who's only so-so as a passer. Their defense, nothing to brag about. They gave up 299 passing yards last week to Minnesota. Offensive line has had problems with protection and run blocking all season long. Evan Royster, their running back, who's on the verge of eclipsing Kurt Warner as the all-time leading ground gainer in Penn State history. He's only had 1 big breakout 100-yard-plus game this year, and that was against the Temple Owls from the Mid-American Conference. Listen, Penn State is 1-7 against the spread its last 8 as a dog. The Lions also just 3-9 in their last 12 at home. Coming off a bye is just what Michigan needed, especially Denard Robinson. It allowed his ailing shoulder to heal. I say Michigan's a bargain in this spot. And again, with this line, 3 points. And just like with Utah, it's 7 points. I believe these are games that you have to buy down the half point. Because I personally believe that when the line crosses 3, 4, 7, and sometimes 10, college or pro ball, you've got to buy down or up, depending on if you're in the favorite or in the underdog. Buy down, in this particular case, off the favorites, buy that extra half point insurance, and it generally pays off on pennies on the dollar. Guys, again, I wanted to tell you, you can save $25 off any purchase you make today, or you can save this coupon for use tomorrow simply by entering SAVE25 in your shopping cart when prompted, and it really is that easy. SAVE25, no space between the word and the number, and you save $25 off a single purchase today or tomorrow. As for me, won 5 of the last 7 Saturdays, 18-9 college football roll today, 15 dime release, my blowout of the month. I'm backing a team that's coming off a loss. I say they are going to roar back with a huge, huge win and cover today. One of those no doubt about it games that you never have to look back on. That's my best bet today, and these are the same 15 dime plays in the NFL in 27, 12, and 2 with over the past 3 years combined. And remember, I rate my plays very conservatively between 5 and 15 dimes. Those are 99% of my selections. This is a 15 dime play. I also have a 5 dime trifecta, 3 more 5 dime plays, included among them my SEC game of the month and a couple of other plays. And these 5 dime plays, I'm on a 15, 5, and 1 roll over the past 6 weeks as well. So 4 plays, 30 dimes of action on the table today. That's what's going for me. Your next free pick is going to be in the Big Ten games between Iowa and Michigan State. This one, the Hawkeyes are laying 6.5 at home, where they have not lost to the Spartans since 1989. You know, Michigan State has a clear-cut path, if they can get by the Hawkeyes today, to the Rose Bowl come January, because they don't play Ohio State this year, and all they have left on their conference schedule, the likes of Minnesota, Purdue, and Penn State, all very beatable foes. Iowa has covered 6 of the last 7 in the series, but you know, this historically has been a very close series. The last 3 games decided by a total of 13 points. In fact, 16 of the last 22 games in this series have been decided by a touchdown or less. So why is Iowa laying 6.5 points in this game, and why would you not take Michigan State? That's my question to you. My answer is you go ahead and you play Sparty. Listen, we saw what happened to Iowa last week. They had the game in hand against Wisconsin. I needed them for a 3-0 sweep last Saturday as part of a teaser. They just had to win by 2 points to get me the win. Instead, Wisconsin marches down the field. On its final drive, it was like 16 plays, 92 yards. They used a fake 4th down punt as well. They win it 31-30. And this Iowa defense on paper ranks so well against the run. Well, you know, their last 2 games, Michigan ran for 187 yards, Wisconsin 142, and yet they're 8th in the country, not when it counts as far as I'm concerned. And their pass defense, well, the Wisconsin quarterback last week completed 20-26 for 205 yards. So, even though Michigan State hasn't won in Iowa City since 1989, it's not a matter of that. I like the points with Sparty. Iowa quarterback Ricky Stanzi, #1 in the nation in passing efficiency with 16 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions. But remember, this Michigan State defense has played much better of late. Last 3 games, the secondary, 7 interceptions, just 1 touchdown yielded. And here's the kicker for you guys. The dog has covered 16 of the last 20 in a series in which 16 of the last 22 games have been decided by 7 points or less, and we're getting 6.5 today. Go with Michigan State. And now your big game, the marquee attraction today, Oregon laying 7 at USC. What, did the odds makers not see what Oregon did, kicking UCLA's ass last week on TV? But as you know, this doesn't mean anything. The line doesn't mean Oregon's just 7 points better. The line is set to get equal betting action, and they feel, the odds makers, that that is the price to inspire equal action, so they maximize their profit. I'm telling you, Oregon should be laying 10 to 10.5 points in this game. Listen, last year against a better USC team, they won outright 47-20. Big deal. This is USC's bowl game, everybody's saying, because they're on probation. Hey, and it's the first time they've been a dog at home since 2001. So what? So what? Oregon, #1 team in the nation in offense, 55 points per game scoring. #1 in total offense this year. Defensively, best team Matt Barkley and USC is going to see all season. They're only giving up 16 points a game. And the defense has 25 turnovers already this year. USC, pedestrian. They've only won 8 of their last 13 games straight up. They're only 3-3 in their last 6 at the Coliseum. I say go ahead and lay it with Oregon -7. You buy down to 6.5, and that gets you your winner. Again, your discount coupon code is FOX25. live. Use it today or tomorrow to save $25 off any purchase, and I've got my 15-dime blowout of the month among 4 winners today as I look to make it 6 out of 8 Saturdays winning-wise in college football and extend my 18-9-1 college football run. Good luck, everybody, and we'll catch you again on Sunday.